Yes, we just got a little alert. We're recording this, so we're recording this in case anybody who was signed up has missed it, or again, if anybody wants to go back and see it again. So a huge thank you to our guests. A huge thank you also to the ladies who are joining us from Baycrest Terraces and to Neptune in Toronto. My name is Caroline. I'm the Executive Director here at Solva Senior Living. And I'm also joined by Andrea Levine. To give a wave, Andrea. She's our Toronto lady on the ground, helping us in the GTHA. So thank you very much, everybody, for this. We are thrilled to be hosting this on behalf of To Neptune and Baycrest Terraces. And I'm sure those who have joined may but may not know who they are and what they do. And this is the whole purpose of today, to actually to understand a lot more. So we're joined by Laurie Banks. She's the Site and Residential Relations Manager at To Neptune. And also by Amanda Sahin and Risa Soto. They are marketing and sales specialists at Baycrest Terraces. And I'm going to hand it over to Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline. Yeah, so just a brief introduction into what Baycrest is. So Baycrest is a global leader in geriatric residential living, healthcare, research, innovation, and education. And we especially focus, of course, on brain health and aging. We are a leader in cognitive neuroscience and memory research with the goal of transforming the journey for aging. So that's a bit about Baycrest. Over to you, Laurie.
All right, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Laurie Banks, as you can see on the screen, and I am the site manager and resident relations at 2 Neptune Drive. 2 Neptune Drive is an owned and operated registered condominium, pet-friendly, I will add, condominium, where we offer rental suites for people over the age of 65. In fact, the building, when it was designed, had our residents in mind with the design of the building and what is included. We have multiple common areas in the building, and with a full-size fitness room, a social hall, a library. We have a beautiful rooftop terrace and a street-level courtyard. Our amenities are fantastic, and there is a lot of great places within the building that you can go and just be and hang out. Our renovated suites include full kitchens. That means that you get a refrigerator and stove, but you also get a dishwasher. There we go. Those are the pictures. There you go. So you get a full kitchen complement, and also 2 laundry in each apartment, which is a big bonus for a rental building. And we also, as you can see here in the bottom left, our bathrooms are designed with our residents in mind, where they will all have a walk-in shower with support bars in place for our residents. Not only do we provide a luxury suite and an environment, but our overall social environment is really second to none. Our building, through the Baycrest Foundation, has received several years ago, when the building opened in 2001, we received an endowment fund for our residents for purposeful living. And this endowment fund supports our residents with programming 7 days a week. We have everything from lectures to concerts to fitness classes to various clubs, such as a drama club, an art club, book club, Yiddish as well. And so there's a lot of activities that go on within our building, and that's really the jewel within our crown. We are, what I've started to say is, we are the antithesis of isolation. So, we're very active. We're a very active community in independent living. We do not offer support services in the building. Those can come in by the resident arranging it themselves, or family members if need be. But what we do offer is a very close-knit community and an environment where our residents can absolutely live purposefully. One thing that I will also mention is that we have a very active residents council who act as an advisory committee for the management of the building. So when we are looking at adding programs or doing something maybe new around the building, the Residence Council is very much involved to ensure that we keep in mind who our residents are and what their needs are. So that is in a big nutshell who Neptune Drive is for independent senior living.
And I know we saw that the residents themselves have, you know, their suites apartments, they have their full kitchen. Do you have sort of amenities on site for meals, or like a bistro or a bar or coffee shop? Is there any way for them to get something to eat on site if they don't want to cook all the time?
So at our building, the answer to that is no. We don't provide any sort of support services, whether it's meal programs or personal care. That is not something that is offered in our building. We are 100% independent living. Now, having said that, there are different opportunities for somebody to have meals on wheels or have their meals brought in and have the support that they might need living in the building. But it's really not, the idea here is that, as you can see from the images on the screen, you know, our apartments are regular size, you know, full apartments. And so the idea is that when someone is coming in, that they are independent enough to be able to utilize that living and take advantage of that living environment, as well as the other parts of our building.
Thank you. And what's the sort of the starting pricing for you for like, say, a one bedroom?
Sure. So our building has 5 different size 1-bedroom apartments and 11 different size 2-bedroom. So I know lots of options, lots of layouts. No two are the same. The 1-bedrooms will start at $2,300, and the 2-bedrooms start at $3,300.
That's fantastic.
And it's based on square footage.
And being like an apartment building geared to seniors, is there a second occupancy fee or not?
No, there's not.
Wow.
So if a couple wanted to move in, or you know, we have sisters that live together, and it's just the cost of the rental rate for the apartment. The occupants must be 65 or better in terms of age, but not but there's no, unlike a retirement environment, we don't require the second occupant charge.
That's fantastic. And then Amanda and Risa, you are on the same kind of footprint, but you're a different building. Can you explain more about your offering?
Yes, for sure. So here at Baycrest Terraces, so we're fortunate enough to be part of the Baycrest family and sit on the same campus. We have been servicing Toronto seniors for the past 47 years. We are here at the Terraces, we've undergone a $63 million renovation, some new amenity spaces, our pool, gym, everything. And not only are we the finest retirement living, our residents also benefit from the superior healthcare that is here on campus. We're the only retirement residence in the Greater Toronto area whose on-site health center is staffed by 24/7 registered nurses. We have 4 visiting physicians, a geriatric psychiatrist, on-site pharmacists, lab services, you know, visiting specialists, and then as well, like 2 full-time social workers.
That's amazing. What's your size of building?
The building, we have 180 suites, and they're broken down. 130 are independent living, 36 are assisted living, and 15 are memory care. I just wanted to add to what Amanda was saying before we go into a Q&A. So our residents, they benefit from living on the Baycrest campus. They have opportunities to access geriatricians, specialists, adult and day treatment programs. We have numerous ambulatory clinics from dental and audiology and cardiology and support and various support groups. We're fortunate enough here at the Terraces to offer independent living with supportive services, assisted living, and memory care. So our programs enhance the physical, cognitive, social, and spiritual well-being of our residents by offering a full spectrum of very diversified programming. All of our programs are embedded with neuroscience and are led by a team of amazing therapeutic recreationists. Our goal is to have residents thrive. By offering such a full array of programs, we allow residents to have autonomy and choice. We also offer, there's over 120 different programs that are available. And their examples are exercise classes, lectures, concerts, book club, poetry, art classes, and much more. Brand new indoor swimming pool, state-of-the-art movie theater with surround sound. So that's all to do with our recent renovation.
And I mean, the photos look absolutely stunning. I mean, we often say, you know, retirement living is very hospitality driven, but your options and offering here just looks like a resort. It's beautiful.
It is resort. It's very resort-like. In fact, some of the residents say, like, I feel I'm on a cruise ship. You know, we're just not floating, but I feel like I'm on a cruise ship.
And talking of that, then who would typically, you know, move into Baycrest? Because you mentioned, which is fantastic, that you've got this continuum of care, that you can be independent right through to, you know, additional levels of support that you're going to need. Who's a typical, or maybe an atypical resident for you?
A typical resident could be someone even coming from to Neptune, right? That has been there many years, and now suddenly they need more support, and it just makes sense to transition over to us. So typically it's people that are in their late 70s, 80s, and 90s. Everyone comes for a different reason. And just so you know, age is only a number here with us. So we have people
100%.
in their early 70s that have a lot of challenges and need quite a bit of support. And we have very vibrant, active, independent residents in their 90s that don't need any support. So they just really need their meals and their housekeeping. So all of that's included here. You're getting 3 meals a day. You're getting weekly housekeeping with linen service, all of your programming. You're getting an emergency response wireless pendant. Wi-Fi is included. Basic cable is included. And there is support in the building 24/7. So as Amanda was talking about, there's registered nursing staff, there's 4 physicians, a geriatric psychiatrist, 2 full-time social workers, and visiting Baycrest specialists, as well as we're able to link and refer to Baycrest main campus specialists and clinics. So you're getting the best of healthcare, and you're getting the best of socialization and programming.
I mean, that is huge, like huge for the, you know, just that option. Now, if somebody is maybe, say, moving into independent living with you, but they already know that they have maybe a mild cognitive impairment, are they too able to access all of that, or this is just for those who are maybe needing more support or on an assisted living? Also, any resident of yours has the same access to all of those services?
Yes. So in independent living, there's no care included. So you can purchase a la carte care services via St. Elizabeth's. They're a home care agency with personal support workers that have an office in our building. And residents can purchase care services through them. And also government services are provided through them. So if you are entitled to home and community care support services, they would be providing that care along with the a la carte care services. Keeping in mind,
No, I beg your pardon. I just wanted to ask, they can purchase from St. Elizabeth, but they could also choose any private caregiver.
That's what I was just going to say. So they have the option.
Sorry.
That's okay. They have the option to use St. Elizabeth's, use a combination of the government, a home and community care plus St. Elizabeth's, have a private caregiver, or go through a different home care agency. That's entirely up to them in independent living. However, in assisted living, that changes. So we're providing all of the hands-on care. Typically, the Home and Community Care Support Services does not come in. And basically what we do is we design a care plan, an individualized care plan for each resident, and it's all bundled together. So you don't have to purchase a la carte care services.
And what does that kind of pricing look for, all inclusive?
You're looking at a starting point just over $7,600 for a large bachelor, and that there's 6 levels of care, and that includes level 1 care. It includes medication administration, weekly shower, daily tidy of suite, personal laundry. So the 6 levels of care, we determine what level the resident is at by doing an assessment with our nurse. We can then let the resident and their families know what their care level is, and that would determine monthly pricing.
Do you offer respite stays at all? Either within maybe a short-term stay for a test out period within independent living, but if, say, you know, mum's living at home with her daughter who needs to go on holiday for a break, would you be open to having her come in for, you know, 2-4 weeks on a respite?
Amanda, did you want to jump in? Or?
So unfortunately, we don't offer like respite stay or short-term stays here at the terraces.
Okay, no worries. Is there a wait list at all for any of your accommodations or your levels of care?
Yes, we do have waiting lists for, you know, independent living, such as our 1 bedrooms, our double suite, assisted living, and as well memory care.
So your building is entirely full and people are waitlisting now?
No, we have in independent living, we have availability in large bachelor suites.
Okay.
Which started, those are $5,100 a month.
Okay, super. Any guests here? Do you have any questions at all for either Laurie at 2 Neptune or for the ladies at Baycrest Terraces?
I have a question. Risa, I was fortunate enough to tour your lovely Baycrest Terraces as well as Laurie's 2 Neptune. What would you describe the culture at both places?
So both places, I mean, I can't speak on behalf of Laurie, but I know both places from being at Laurie's place as well are extremely vibrant, active. It's all about living life to its fullest. Our motto is where life thrives, and it's so true because our goal is to have each and every resident wake up and make the best possible, have the best possible day. We want them to thrive each and every day. That's what this is all about. And they've got a wonderful team, both here and at 2 Neptune, supporting all the residents that are here to meet all their needs, expectations, and to ensure that they're happy and thriving.
Fantastic.
And just, if it's okay, I'd just like to add to that as well. You know, one of the things too about being part of the Baycrest community and sort of having this continuum of care with 2 Neptune being maybe the first step into it, depending on what your needs are. You know, it's not just a building. There's, you know, 100 years plus of experience and expertise that comes with living within the Baycrest environment. And so whether it's here at 2 Neptune, whether it is at Baycrest Terraces, or even, you know, for long-term care, or any of the ambulatory clinics, everything is approached on from a scientific perspective and a geriatric perspective. I mean, we are the leaders in geriatric care. And so, you know, that comes down to not just the research and the what happens in our main building, but you see the flow coming to the terraces and to Neptune, and the ability to use services and resources available that we would not have elsewhere in the city. Availability on that.
Do you find that's actually a really big driver, that people can't believe that they've got the opportunity to be able to live within the environments and have not only the support that you give umbrella wise, but also by association of the Baycrest brand and banner as well?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, this is all about aging in place. So one can start off at 2 Neptune, and we do all the way up to end of life care here at the terraces. So this is our goal, to allow people to age in place and to give them the best possible healthcare, and stimulation that they can get and that they deserve at this stage in their life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We're just approaching 12:10. We had half an hour for this. Is any other questions at all? That would be great.
I have one more question, and maybe it was covered. At 2 Neptune, can they purchase meals over at Baycrest Terraces?
So the answer to that right now is no. Risa and Amanda have a pretty high occupancy rate at terraces, and so their dining experience stays within the walls of terraces. One of the things that we have done and will always continue to do is Risa, Amanda, myself, the three of us work very closely together. If there is a resident maybe here at 2 Neptune Drive that is in need of more support or need in terms of services, then we make that connection and we do the introductions, and it's a very our residents here have priority moving into the terraces. So if someone is living here, they don't have to be on that long waiting list, that they can they may not be first on the next one up, but certainly I would say comfortably, and Risa or Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong, but within the next 5 to 10 people, they are there on the list, and making sure that the services that person would need is covered through whatever is offered at the terraces. But in terms of meals, again, here we have a lot of great cooks in the building that cook for themselves, and there's a lot of great, wonderful opportunities for them to order in freshly prepared meals.
Are there any shared amenities at all? Like, could your residents, Laurie, go over to the terraces for the pool or for some event that they've got running that they really wanted to see?
Yes, and actually, so we just did that the other day. There was a concert for the Toronto Symphony Orchestra that was being through Baycrest at Home, which is just one of our other services that is offered. And so we had residents go over to listen to that. There was a wonderful discussion with our president and CEO of Baycrest, talking about innovations in living for seniors, and a great discussion with an architect. And so we had residents that go over. We have a shuttle bus. It makes it very easy for our residents, for all of our residents, at Baycrest to go throughout the campus. So the shuttle bus, runs 6 days a week. It is, of course, complimentary, and so it goes from building to building. And so there are opportunities. The residents at 2 Neptune will have an opportunity coming up in September to be able to enjoy the pool and programs that are offered through the terraces, and and be able to be a part of some of those programs. But keeping in mind too, we've got a full schedule of programs here at 2 Neptune, so which makes it quite desirable to stay on site and be part of our outings and do and being part of our community. But certainly there is opportunity through the entire Baycrest campus of different options where not only Neptune residents but terraces residents can also take advantage of, enjoy different concerts or opportunities that are happening on campus.
No, that's fantastic. So as you, just to go back to what Risa was saying, you genuinely are an agent, place, and continuum of care right through coming into Neptune and sort of maybe having more socialization, better ergonomics of the space, right through to assisted level care if needed, and or the great memory supports that are offered. So that's tremendous. I sincerely appreciate your time and just sharing all of that and the ability to ask questions, because as I say, I'm kind of blown away, I suppose, being in Ottawa and now wishing that we had something even remotely, not that Ottawa's not fantastic, but this for those who are certainly seeking or needing what you offer, it's just tremendous. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and thank you everybody for joining. Very, very much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
As well, oh, before everyone logs off, I do, there is virtual tours of both buildings available. I can copy and paste the links into the chat window, as
That'd
well
be
as
great.
they're on the slide here.
Wonderful.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, team.
Thank you, everyone.